welcome. I'm Whitney Moon. Whitney Moonshine. I don't know. I'm so many goddamn names. Why do I always have to swear right in the beginning of a freaking tarot reading? I'm just gonna get red flagged right there. Great. All right. Well, welcome to this reading. It's obviously for you if it's one person watching this. Because I already swore. Take what resonates, leave it doesn't. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, don't worry. It's all good. There's lots of messages coming out. Okay, lots of things in the ether going on right now. Okay, lots of wind. For personal reading, Whitney Moonshine at gmail.com. All right. I'd love to set up a reading with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's a general message, so it will not resonate with everybody, but if it does, awesome. And if you want to continue it, private reading, awesome. Book one with me. I'm the best. Check out the about section and the description box below for a little bit more information. Now, let's see what Spirit has to say to you right now. Whoa, something fell on the floor. Ooh, the Four of Daggers. That just fell on the floor. Five of Bones. Ace of Bones in reverse. Six of Daggers. Top of the deck, Chariot in reverse. Okay, so this could be a Cancer reading, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. So somebody is recovering, okay, from something that went horribly wrong, that they had to recover and leave. Okay, so they unfortunately they have started the healing process. Okay, but they haven't gotten to where they need to go or where they really want to go. Okay, it seems like the Chariot has stopped them. They've stopped. Okay, so that all this work, all this healing for this work that they did that went absolutely nowhere. Okay, yeah, Knight of Bones in limbo with the Two of Crystals in limbo. My God. Okay, so like no money came in, no fire happened, nothing happened out of this situation. So it's really hard to just give up the reins and just walk away after something goes that bad. Okay, but there's the Divine. Okay, so the High Priestess with the Page of Pentacles. So it's like, okay, so maybe that was so then you would open up your eye to something else, something that's a little bit more craved. Okay, like maybe you were, kind of getting into almost a dying art, right? Like I worked with this woman once who was what is the right word for that? She cleaned up she did the bodies. A mortician. Yeah, mortician. Cleaned them all out, gutted them, put their makeup on and everything. And I was like, wow, that was such an intriguing job. And she's like, don't do it. And I'm like, why? Like, what the hell? Everybody dies. I mean, you're never not going to have dead bodies. Like, come on, that'd be a great career choice. And she's like, yeah, if you run the funeral home. She's like, if you don't, if you're just the mortician in the basement, then you ain't getting much. So she got like a weekly salary of like $600 or something like that. And she's like, and she would work like 13, 14-hour days sometimes, depending on how many bodies they got. Right. And she's like, the fucking funeral home's making like 10 grand a funeral. And there she is downstairs making like $10 an hour. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I wonder what she could do with that though. Okay, so it's almost that. It's like she started something thinking that she was going to make something and she's fucking serving tables. That's where I was working with her. And I'm like, you still go to work 5 days a week and serve tables? She's like, how am I supposed to make money? I'm like, why are you doing this other thing? Why not just do serving full time? But she still really liked doing it. So I was like, okay, well, if you really like doing it and you want to give up 50 fucking 60 hours a week, go ahead. But like, geez Louise, I've got to have some love for the art then, right? So I almost feel like maybe it was like something that was a little bit dying out, and Spirit's like, unfortunately, you just got to a dead end and got nowhere because it was supposed to get you to here. So it opens up the door to something else. Like, I know that there's the guide. I know that she was about to find something that she would be able to do with that degree. Okay. even if she had to take possibly a little bit more school, I was like, okay, there is something you can do with this. Like, I know there is. You just have to do your research, which is the guide. Okay, you have to do your research and then look what's underneath it. I can't even believe it. It's the fucking tarot. I mean, it's the tarot. Dyslexia at its finest. It's the tower. Okay, so the tower comes down, breaks that idea because it's getting you nowhere. Okay, but you're still not really getting anywhere, right? So then there comes the lovers in reverse. Okay, with the wheel. Wow, I can't believe these cards. Okay, there's the wheel. Okay, so it's like, well, did you really even love what you were doing before? Is that really what you wanted to do? Because Spirit's like, just because you're good at it, it doesn't mean that that's exactly what you should be doing with it, right? It's like one eye is open, but the other eye is kind of closed to it. Okay, so Spirit's like, all right, well, where do you want to go? And it's okay, so there's a little bit of money that has to be spent. Okay, Spirit is like, okay, if you've been sitting on money for a little while, now is the time where it's possibility that you should use that money for this next project. Okay, that you've been kind of holding out for, not really moving for. Okay, and you did a lot of healing to be able to do this. Okay, there's the 9 of Pentacles. That's pretty awesome. That's like your that's your independence card. You got money, you're speaking, you're talking, you're doing what you're doing, like you can, full eyes, like anything is possible at that point in time. So like Spirit is really like voting for you. Okay, 6 of Crystals, it is going to get given back. Okay, so we got the 9 of Crystals and the 6 of Crystals, which is both like 9 and 6 of Pentacles, right? And there's the Knight of Pentacles, and I feel like it was the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, because I feel like this might go a little bit quicker than what you're used to. Like maybe this thing that you did before took so long, like I said, it wasn't going anywhere, but this new thing is going to be quick. It seems like as soon as you open up your mouth with this new thing that you've been kind of holding back, okay, like Spirit's gonna just lead you in a whole other direction. And once your eyes open to it, the tower comes down like, oh, fuck this old idea, I'm going over here. Okay, there's the 4 of Wands. Very successful. Okay, very successful with the Knight, or sorry, the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I accidentally picked up the wheel. So there it is. So then the King of Pentacles gets his chance at the wheel again. Because it's like the universe. Okay, so that's really what it is. The universe wrapped a cycle up for you. Okay, because it wasn't going to work that way. So they were like, okay, I know this is hard, but you have to give this up. So you gave it up, but then you're like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Like, that's what you said. I want to do that. But it was like, no, just wait a second. You're going to get inspiration to do something else. And then poof, it's like, oh my God, that's what it is. Okay, well, and then that's maybe why it, happens so quickly. It's so then the universe, it's like your clarifier, right? It's like your green light, like, okay, this is what they were talking about. Like, it's a good idea for you if it takes off quickly, then that it's something that the universe needs from you, and they will show you that. Okay, and kind of being put behind and not really moving too much was so then you could perfectly align with this new opportunity at the exact right time you needed to. As I looked at the time, like this is like perfect moment timing. Okay, like you couldn't get divine timing better than this. 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the Magician in reverse. So it's like, okay, so this time around, you're not going to walk away again. This time it's going to be, there's no black magic involved. Okay, so this is not magic. This is not like, somebody put something out there for you and it's going to burn out. Like, this is supposed to be like, this is something that you try really hard for. Okay, and it really cuts to the soul of what you do, right? Spirit knows that most of you is exposed to this, and that you can see things that other people can't see, which is why they're giving you the information the way that they are, because they know that you will see it. If anybody sees it, they know you will. Okay, so because they're not playing around with you, they're not messing around with you. This is the truth. Okay, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, it is a general message, so I don't want to get too personal with it. Okay, if you want to continue it, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. You can always send me an email. All right, we can set your appointment up. And thank you for liking the channel and subscribing. I hope you decide to stay around. If you want some answers out there, some questions answered, you can always send them to me telepathically. Okay, kind of getting the public to do that so that I can get your questions. I can get the questions so I know what I'm answering, right? And I know where tarot wants to take you or needs, to take you. And you'll know that it's your message by the title of the video. Okay, so send your messages in, teleport them to me telepathically, and I would love to answer your questions. Okay, so peace out. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week, and namaste. Be nice, be gentle, be good.